Hello again. This is my third CAS Reflection on my drive back home. Today I decided to work chest, shoulders, and triceps again. I'm not too sure why exactly I chose to do that, but it's what I chose to do. So I started out again with just a dumbbell press. I'm very happy because I started out, it was just on the flat bench. I did 30 pounds, 10 reps, then 35, then 40, 45, 50, then 55. And I did 3 additional sets on 55. I did 8 reps on the first 2, and I just died on the last one. I could only get through 6 reps. I'm very happy with it, considering it's the most I've done so far. And hopefully I'll move up to 60 next time. Maybe I won't start at such a low weight, so I can actually see how well I can do when I start at a higher weight. So then after that, I did seated chest pec flies. And yeah, you just spread your arms out and then try to bring them back. I did 3 sets, 10 reps. I'm not too fond of those. I usually like doing them on an incline, but only a flat bench was available. So afterwards I did some nice cable flies. I started out with them at kind of at eye level, and then I just brought them in. And then afterwards I did, I'm not too sure what it's called. I think probably cable crosses or something along those lines. Just at the lowest, the wires are at the lowest, and you just pull them up and try to cross your arms. And that's supposed to work your lower chest. So I did that, and then I did a leverage chest press, and that's a machine. There are 2 bars right here, and I probably shouldn't do that while I'm driving. You set the weight, you do it by plates. So then you stack them up, and you just push, and that's really about it. So the person who was on it before I went decided to leave his plates there. So I did, well, it was an additional 90 pounds. I don't know how much the machine itself weighs, but I did 90 additional pounds. I did 3 sets, 10 reps. And then I went upstairs. I did some push-ups. I did 2 sets of 10. I didn't want to exhaust myself. So then I went over to the parallel bars, did some dips. But I started out with the assisted dip. I set the weight to 20 again. I did 5 sets, 8 reps, and then I thought that I could do a bit more. So then I decided to do sets of 4. So then I did 3 sets, 4 reps, and boy, dips are really hard. Very taxing on the shoulders and on the triceps. I really wanted to get my lower chest engaged, but I don't know. It just didn't feel. It just didn't feel that engaging. I did feel it a bit, but it wasn't as much as I'd hoped. So then, afterwards, I went back downstairs, and it was my first time in a while doing, I wouldn't call it a bench. Well, it's technically the incline bench press. You're seated on an incline and you just push up. It's supposed to engage your shoulders a bit more so you can stabilize the bar. But again, I haven't done it in a while because my shoulders have been bothering me. So I did a very low weight. I put an extra 50 pounds. The bar itself is 45 pounds, so I did 95 pounds on the incline. That time I did 4 sets of 8 reps. So after that, I went back to the flat bench, and so I got 30-pound dumbbells. And what I did with that, I pushed them both up, and then I held one at a 90-degree angle, and while I was doing that, I pushed the other one up, and I would just alternate. So 20 reps per set, you know, 10 each arm, 10 each pec. I'm trying to isolate. So then I did that, and then afterwards I went back upstairs, and there's another machine that I did. Again, just some variation of a fly. You're just seated, and then there are cables behind you, and so you just pull them up. So I did 3 sets. I increased the weight each time. I forget the exact readings. I think they do it in terms of kilograms. So then, anyway, I did that, and then at that point I was really tired. So I decided to do triceps. So I went on to the triceps press, and in case you don't know, it's a machine that you basically push down. That's the best way to describe it, to isolate your triceps and your shoulders. And if you kind of lean into it, you can feel your chest as well. So I did that. I think I got up to 150 pounds. And I noticed, I've done it on other machines before, and they usually don't have something to hold your legs down. So I would just end up doing a dip because I'd be pushing myself up. But at my gym, they have something to support your legs, to keep you from flying up. So I managed to do that. I started at 120, then went to 130, then 140, then 150. Then I decided to do a triceps extension. And again, that's another machine. You're kind of hunched over, and you rest your elbows on a nice platform. And then they have the 2 bars, and you're just supposed to push against it. You set your weight, and then that's really about it. Again, 3 sets, 8 reps this time. And then I decided to do dips again, but I only got through 2 sets of 4 before I could call it quits. And then afterwards I did a shoulder press. I just did them with 25-pound dumbbells. I did not do the Arnold's this time. In case you forgot, the Arnold's are the ones that require you to bring them in at the very top. Oh no, at the bottom, excuse me, when you come back down. So after that, I don't know, I would assume it's I don't know how to call it, but basically you have a nice rope with 2 handles on the rope, and you pull it down. It's at eye level. You pull it down, and then you try to extend. Really squeeze your triceps. So I forget the weight again. I should be recording this to track my progress, but I only track progress when it comes to bigger lifts or just compound exercises. So I did that, 3 sets, 10 reps, and then I ended with skull crushers. And I think I explained them last time. You have the curved bar, and you're lying flat on your back, and then you just bring it back down. And yeah, so and to end it, I decided to go back upstairs and do more push-ups, but I just couldn't. I got through 6 push-ups, and then I was out. Very rewarding. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I love feeling sore. I like feeling tired because it makes, I know for a fact that I worked for it. And yeah, so luckily my phone did not overheat this time. Probably because it's nighttime and the sun's not beating down on it. So yeah, I think I spent 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours at the gym. Let's see, it's 9 o'clock right now. Well, it was 9 o'clock when I left. It's like 9:10 right now. I got there at 6:30, so yeah, 2.5 hours. Chest, triceps, shoulders. Thank you.